The next 14 days could completely change the direction of your story. We have the powerful solar eclipse, the new moon, Mercury changing signs, Mars changing signs, and some of the biggest cosmic turning points of the year. So, what does Spirit want your cusp to know for the next 14 days, the next 2 weeks? Beautiful souls, welcome in my beautiful Mystical Wolf Soul Tribe, my cusp signs family. Welcome back in. I hope you're all doing well wherever you're on the world. Beautiful souls, grab your favorite drink, your favorite snack, get comfortable. Perhaps you're busy doing something like spring cleaning or working, and you're just listening. Let's spend a little time together, because I feel like these next 2 weeks are anything but original, all right? We're looking at the energies between the 10th of August and the 23rd of August. The universe is turning up the volume. We will also, towards end of those 2 weeks, we're moving into the Leo Virgo cuspers birthdays. So happy birthday in advance. The universe is turning up the volume. We're moving through one of the biggest energetic shifts that we've seen in a while. On the 12th, as most of you know from previous videos or from social media or whatever the case may be, we have the powerful new moon and solar eclipse in Leo. And eclipses are, famous for opening up doors that we didn't even know existed, while also closing others that we've already outgrown. And sometimes they bring opportunities, sometimes they bring endings, sometimes they completely rewrite your plans. Now, I know we did discuss this energy in the monthly reading. I also did a reading for the next 18 months, all right, how your life is shifting. But it's like all a combined of energy. But specifically here, we're diving into the next 2 weeks energy, right? And if you've been feeling like something big is coming, but you can't quite explain it, you probably picking up on this energy already, all right? Mercury has also moved into Leo, encouraging you to speak your truth, share your ideas, and just be seen. But almost immediately, Mercury begins making some intense aspects with Pluto, Neptune, and Uranus. This tells me that not every conversation will be straightforward. And some people will finally say what they've been holding back. Others may suddenly disappear. Secrets can come to light. Messages that maybe you've been waiting for finally arrive. Or perhaps one unexpected conversation just could completely change the direction that you're heading. Mars moves into Cancer, and that shifts also our focus from simply taking action to protecting what truly matters. You might suddenly find yourself thinking more about family, your home, your emotional security, or even the people you love. Now, the real strength I'm hearing over the next 2 weeks, it's not going to come from also pushing harder. It's going to come from knowing what is worth protecting and what is no longer worth fighting for. Venus is also entering Libra, reminding us that relationships, balance, and harmony all matter. But Venus also meets some challenging energies along the way. This means that not every relationship will feel easy. Some connections will deepen beautifully. Others may reveal where balance has been missing for a long time. You might even finally have that conversation you've been avoiding, or you might decide someone actually deserves another chance. All right. Or maybe you might just realize that you've been giving everything to someone who hasn't been meeting you halfway. And that's okay too, right? Chiron, that's also turned retrograde, right? Is asking us to revisit again some more wounds, old wounds, not to reopen them, but to finally heal them. That will affect you all differently. Also, you may notice some memories coming back, or maybe someone from the past could unexpectedly reach out, or maybe you may finally understand why something happened years ago in a way that you never maybe understood before. But healing isn't always loud. Sometimes healing just like, looks like responding differently than you would have had like 6 months ago. But the beautiful thing is that's growth, right? So as we move through these next 2 weeks, I just want you to remember something here, that not every delay is punishment. Not every ending is loss. Not every unexpected detour is taking you away from your purpose. Sometimes Spirit just has to move you before your blessing can find you. All right, so beautiful souls, today we're going to dive into the next 14 days, all right, for each cusp sign. The timestamps are below in the description box. We will be looking at the main energy, what's shifting, opportunities, lessons, guidance. Remember, these are collective readings, beautiful souls. Always take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Trust your intuition, because you know your life better than anyone else's, right? And also, whatever court cards I'm hearing appear, alright, I don't know why it's coming through here, but remember that they can represent your own energy, or they can represent someone else around you, whether it's a partner, family member, a friend, a colleague, employee, or someone new entering your life. And then spirits like coming through again as use your intuition just to decide which fits your situation. All right. And then also, before we jump into your cup sign, all right, I want you to do something fun. And in the comments below, I want you to tell me which cusp sign, which is your cusp sign, okay, and where you're watching from. What is your cusp sign and where you're watching from? And maybe what is the one thing you hoping changes before these next 14 days are over? Beautiful souls, I appreciate your interaction with the channel. I love reading comments, and most of the time I respond to the comments, and they also help our amazing mystical wolf soul tribe find each other. And hey, if you're new here, welcome in. Hi, Amanda. If you're returning, welcome back. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, because here we're going to be doing monthly readings, weeklies, or we're doing bi-weeklies right now, astrology updates, right? We're tapping into the tarots, the oracles, and I got some surprising something that I'm busy cooking up right now for you guys. It's just a surprise for each cup sign. So beautiful, take a deep breath. Open up your heart and let's dive in. We will be also using the Star Dragon Oracle, the Oracle of the Unicorns, and this one is called the Golden Wheel, if I'm not mistaken. So beautiful souls, sending you so much love and light. Thank you for hitting the like button, and I'll check you in your cusp sign. Virgo, Libra, Cusp, Spirit says, stop playing small, because the next 14 days could completely change how you see your own worth. Maybe there might just be someone around you who may test your confidence, but by the end of this reading, you're going to see exactly why this is actually happening for you and not to you. Over the next 14 days, beautiful souls, between the 10th of August and the 24th of August, welcome in, beautiful Virgo and Libra Cuspers. Welcome back in, those of you that's returning. And those of new, welcome into the Mystical Soul Tribe. Hi, Amanda. Thank you for liking the video and hitting that subscription button and supporting the channel in any way you can. So we've already looked at the collective astrology, what is happening astrologically over the next 2 weeks, right? But let's dive into what is happening personally for you over the next 2 weeks with the cards coming out and the message from Spirit. Remember, always take what resonates and leave the rest, right? Remember, this is a general reading. All right, so we do have possibility from the Oracle of the Unicorns, and we've got the Self from the Star Dragon, the Self, gathering your power. Possibility says, raise your standards, elevate your expectations. You have unlimited potential. The Self, gathering your power. Notifications could be significant for some of you. All right, this feels like Spirit is standing in front of you right now, okay, and asking you, Why are you settling for less when you're actually capable of much more? Now, it sounds a little bit direct, so trigger warning for some of you there, but I say this actually with a lot of love because that's exactly what the cards are showing. The unicorns talk about unlimited potential. The dragon talks about gathering your personal power. Together they're saying, stop asking whether you're good enough and start asking whether the situation is good enough for you. Some of you maybe have been shrinking yourself to make other people comfortable, or you've been accepting less than you deserve. Less appreciation, less respect, less money, less love, less support. Spirit's saying that your standards are changing because you are changing. The dragon talks about building your inner energy and rising to the occasion, not waiting for that permission, not waiting for someone to notice your value, but deciding today that you know what you bring to the table. I know what I bring to the table kind of energy, all right? 3 and 12 could be a significant number. Perhaps it's your 12th house or your 3rd house could be significant. Perhaps it's dates, life path numbers, someone else's birthdays. But even like if we're looking at the energy on the table, it makes sense, right? We have the Leo solar eclipse, which is encouraging you to become more confident in your gifts. Mercury entering Leo helps you find your voice. And then the sun is preparing to go to Virgo near the end of this reading period, right? Towards in the 2nd week. So I'm hearing your focus becomes redefining your goals and then stepping into your chapter, your next chapter with clarity. What Spirit's coming through very strongly on your reading is saying, stop introducing yourself as the old version. All right, so beautiful souls, let me know in the comments how that is resonating with you, bringing you some sort of clarity. And let's dive in. What is shifting? King of Wheels, which is the King of Pentacles. All right. You are someone, whether you're male, female, doesn't matter, who has built something solid. Maybe what's shifting is this could also be someone else entering your life. It could be a boss, a business owner, a father figure, a mentor. Someone who is financially secure and emotionally grounded. All right, let's have a look at what is the underlying energy of what is shifting. The 10 of Wands. That tells me this 10 of Wands is the season of carrying everything alone is coming to an end. Maybe you've been working overtime, paying the bills, supporting family, feeling like you have to carry everything on your shoulders, and Spirit is like saying, hey, help is coming. Or perhaps maybe it's you that has finally learned how to work smarter instead of harder. Some of you might be getting a promotion, all right, a better paying position, growing your business, making wiser financial decisions. Some sort of heavy load will be lifting over the next 2 weeks. All right, let's dive further. And what is the opportunity? The Ace of Swords. Beautiful. Your biggest opportunity here over the next 2 weeks comes with truth. There's going to be a conversation, an idea, a decision, a breakthrough. The Ace of Swords is the energy of cutting through the confusion, all right, and bringing in that clarity. That is your opportunity coming in. This is the moment where things finally make sense. Perhaps you've been waiting to hear back from an interview, or you're waiting for an interview, or someone finally tells you how they truly feel. Or maybe you will tell someone how you truly feel. Maybe you've been confused about whether to stay or to leave, and then something, all right, happens that the situation makes the answer obvious. Yeah, Mercury is the Mercury movement through Leo really does support the energy of confident communication, right? Also, the 12 breaks down to 3, which becomes 3, right? 12 breaks down to 3, which 3s are also about communication. Even the solar eclipse may reveal some sort of information as well that changes everything. So what I'm hearing is pay attention to conversations that happen unexpectedly. Perhaps it's going to be a sentence that could change completely your direction. All right, let's have a look at the challenge or the lesson here. Interesting. We have the Knight of Wheels, which is the Knight of Pentacles. I'm hearing the challenge isn't failure. The challenge is patience. Because the Knight of Wheels is somebody that is dependable, careful, committed. All right. Somebody that moves slowly. You know, sometimes things move slower than we would actually like. All right. Maybe it's just the energy that will be playing out. Doesn't necessarily have to be an earth sign. Maybe somebody is coming in slowly. So what I'm hearing here is don't mistake slow progress for no progress. You maybe might feel frustrated about some sort of situation. Like maybe a loan is taking longer to be approved, or approval that you get the job maybe, or waiting for the call on that interview, or a work project that keeps getting delayed. Something keeps getting delayed. Maybe it's a relationship, all right, that is developing more slowly than expected. Maybe it's something to do with a business that is not as growing as quickly as you hoped. All right, all those retrogrades, Saturn retrograde also reminds us that lasting success is built one step at a time, one brick at a time. What Spirit's actually saying is keep planting the seeds, even if you haven't seen the harvest yet. So perhaps some of you need to be patient regarding something, or just keep planting the seeds. All right, let's have a look at the hidden energy. The Hangman, Neptune, Pisces energy. Yeah, Spirit's saying that delay is actually divine timing. Some of you think you are stuck or forgotten or not approved, and I'm hearing you not. You're being asked to see something differently. Sometimes the universe pauses us because we are about to walk into something much bigger than we expected. You might not get the first job maybe that you applied for, or not, or maybe you're going to receive something a little bit better, a better offer. I'm hearing 2 weeks later. Or maybe it's a relationship that is not moving forward because someone maybe better is making its way to you in your life, all right? Maybe you're in a relationship and it's not going the way you had hoped, all right? And you're going to be meeting someone way better. Yeah, Neptune and the eclipse energy I'm hearing is asking you to trust what you cannot see. Maybe it's about changing your perspective on something. The external energies, strength. Someone around you carries a lot of Leo energy, I'm hearing. And this person is really resilient. They're protective. There's this quiet, they're quietly confident. Okay, hey, maybe this is a partner, a friend, a mentor, a family member. This could even simply be the energy that Spirit is bringing into the environment. This person here, I'm hearing, reminds you not to give up. Someone is reminding you not to give up. Some of you, this person believes in you more than you currently believe in yourself, I'm hearing. The number 8 could be significant. August energy, all right? Perhaps it's the Leo energy on the month of August before we go into Virgo, also with the eclipse and the Mercury moving into Leo is that energy, the external energy. All right? Confidence, courage. I'm also hearing pay attention to encouraging conversations over the next 2 weeks. All right, let's get advice from Spirit here. King of Cups. Okay, what Spirit is saying is respond with emotional maturity. Some truth may come in a little bit slower as well. And when that truth comes out, I'm hearing respond with emotional maturity, not emotional reaction. But the King of Cups is not also someone that ignores their emotions. This is somebody that simply he is somebody, whether you're male or female, it's the energy of someone that doesn't allow the emotions to control them. Maybe there will be someone that will want to provoke you or may try to provoke you. Someone criticizes you or someone expects you to react. And what Spirit is saying, don't give your power away by reacting impulsively. Stay calm, stay balanced. All right? Your peace is worth protecting, I'm hearing. Yeah, especially I'm hearing around the energy when Mercury and Pluto do that opposition, right? Conversations can become more intense and also emotionally charged. What Spirit is saying, sometimes saying less carries far more power than saying everything. Okay, the best outcome, the Hermit, Virgo energy. I'm hearing the next 2 weeks will bring a deeper inner wisdom. You'll begin, I'm hearing, trusting your own guidance instead of constantly asking everyone else, what do they think? Let's get one more out here. The Empress. I'm hearing everything blooms. Beautiful ending, beautiful outcome here. Because the Empress is the energy of abundance, growth, confidence, creativity, beauty, self-worth, comfort, nurturing. So this tells me that your inner work creates visible outer results. Some of you may finally launch a business that you've been planning or receive recognition at work, maybe reconnect with your creativity, strengthen a relationship, I'm hearing, or simply wake up one morning and realizing, I'm not the same person I was 6 months ago. Yeah, 12-12 could be significant because the number 9 and the number 3 becomes 12. 12-12 could be a confirmation for you. Also, the Hangman is a number 12. Even 333s could be significant for some of you. The Hermit, I'm getting the energy of, right, it helps you or remind you to discover your value. The Empress is the energy is live it. I'm hearing here with this combination is that your next level begins the moment that you stop doubting what you've already become. My Virgo, Libra, Cuspers, the next 2 weeks are all about reclaiming your power, I'm hearing. You're not here to settle anymore. You're not here to constantly prove your worth. You're here to recognize it. Let me know in the comments, like, where are you actually raising your standards? Is it in love? Is it career? Relationships? Or is it the way you treat yourself? Beautiful souls, let me know in the comments how this resonated, brought you any sort of clarity. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing. Hey, if you want a personal reading, details are below in the description box if you'd like some clarity on your personal situation. Until next time, trust your intuition, stand in your power, and remember, the moment you truly know your worth, the universe starts bringing you opportunities that finally know it too. Love and light, and I'll check you around. Libra Virgos. Oh, why am I saying Libra Virgos? I meant to say Libra Scorpio. Cusp. This reading is giving me goosebumps. Spirit saying, one decision you make over the next 14 days could completely change your future. But first I'm hearing you have to stop looking at what you've lost and start seeing what's waiting for you. Interesting, I just saw a bee outside. I went outside to give the ponies some water before starting a reading. A Virgo could be significant as well. Let's dive in, beautiful souls. I wanted to say also, just before I went outside, I did the Virgo Libra Cusp reading. Maybe you also were watching that reading. But anyway, welcome in, beautifuls. My Libra Scorpio Cuspers, welcome back in. Welcome to the Mystical Soul Tribe. Those that are new, hi Amanda, welcome to the Mystical Soul Tribe. Thank you for hitting that notification bell. Thank you for subscribing, leaving comments. You know, we did look at the collective astrology, all right? So now we're going to dive into your energy here with the cards. Remember, this is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest, all right? All right, magic. Right, I said, I saw a bee, right? Make a wish, believe in miracles, magic surrounds you. That is what this card from the Oracle of the Unicorn says. And here, from the Star Dragon, is resources. I feel like you're standing between the life that you've outgrown and the life that you are about to create. This is your overall energy. I feel like Spirit is coming through with a simple question here. If you truly believe a miracle is possible, what would you ask for? Because maybe somewhere along the line, somewhere along the way, you may feel that you stopped expecting good things to happen. Like life maybe knocked you a peg, right? Life disappointed you. Someone broke your trust. Maybe plans didn't work out the way you hoped. Yes, these two oracle cards, I'm getting the energy. Don't stop believing or don't stop dreaming just because life took longer than expected. The magic card, right? It's like the universe is always working behind the scenes, even when you cannot see it. Resources. It feels like it's the energy that grounds the magic into reality. Spirit isn't only talking about the spiritual abundance, because resources is also about earthly life, money, career, business, home, savings, skills, your support systems, your time, your energy. I'm hearing what Dragon is coming through to say, the Dragon Spirit, is that now is the season to strengthen your foundation. Some of you are building a business. Others of you are saving for something important. Some of you are preparing for a move. Others of you are learning a new skill that will completely change your future. I'm hearing for someone specific here, you may decide to start putting money aside every month, and then 6 months later that decision opens a door that you never imagined. Or perhaps you begin studying something new that leads to a promotion before the year ends. Miracles often begin with a practical action. The number 2, right? Resources has got the number 2 on it. 2s may be important to you, maybe your second house. Taurus energy. Maybe you've been seeing the number 2s, or maybe making some important partnership decisions. Taurus is also about resources, finances. Maybe this is something about, this could even relate to something about balance and partnerships and choices. All right, regarding resources. Right, the solar eclipse in Leo, it opens up new doors. While Venus is also entering Libra, reminds you that your relationships, values, and self-worth are shifting. I'm hearing here, believe in the miracle, but also prepare for it. Thank you for hitting that like button, beautiful souls, and let me know in the comments. Yeah, again, I just saw number 2 on the timer. 2-2. All right, let's dive deeper, right? We want to see what is shifting. The Lovers, choices. Maybe something around a relationship could be changing, or a major life choice is changing. Maybe this is going to be about choosing what aligns with your soul. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to look at the underlining energy. 5 of Cups. 65 could be significant, and the number 11 could be significant. This is what is shifting. Yeah, it could be the 5 of Cups underneath tells me you have been grieving something. A relationship, a friendship, a missed opportunity, a version of your life that you thought would happen. I'm hearing here, don't let yesterday's disappointment stop tomorrow's blessing. Maybe for specifically someone here, an example of the energy is that someone may finally decide to leave a relationship that has been emotionally draining. Maybe someone here chooses a new career path instead of staying where they feel unhappy. Some of you may even reconnect with someone after a period of separation. But I mean, this eclipse season that we're moving into, right? Specifically this week it's happening, the Leo eclipse, all right? What are you choosing now is the question. Okay, so let's have a look at the opportunity. Death. Scorpio energy. Something is coming to an end. A rebirth is happening. Transformation. Something is ending, so something much stronger can come in. Underlining energy. King of Wheels. Stability. Security. Long-term success. Financial growth. Building something lasting. Maybe, yeah, something about maybe some of you will leave a job that just no longer fulfills you, and you're going to step into one with maybe a better income, greater stability. Maybe you might finally release a relationship, an unhealthy relationship, and then attract someone more emotionally mature, someone more grounded, like a Capricorn example, or a Virgo, or a Taurus. Taurus energy coming in very strong here. Also, I mentioned Virgo energy as well. Whatever this is, somebody here also needs to stop doubting their own abilities and begin creating the business that they've dreamt about. So Spirit is saying with these two cards is that transformation isn't taking something away from you, it's busy making room for something better. All right, thank you for hitting that like button, beautiful souls. Let me know. All right, number 13 could also be significant. All right, number 4. All right, the death and rebirth regarding the foundation. All right, the challenge is the Queen of Cups here. The challenge feels emotional. All right, the Queen of Cups is emotion. It's intuitive. It's compassionate. But sometimes it's the energy of, whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. The Queen of Cups is the energy of someone that feels everyone's emotion so deeply that she forgets herself or himself. 8 of Swords. underlining energy. I'm hearing some of the limits you're experiencing aren't actually around you. I'm hearing inside your mind. The emotions, the mind is creating the emotions that might be challenging you. Maybe you want to apply for a better job, but you think you don't qualify. Or you want to tell someone how you feel, but you fear rejection. Or perhaps you're carrying the emotional guilt that no longer belongs to you. Right, we do have those retrogrades that's happening right now, like especially like we've got the Chiron retrograde in Taurus, right? That could be affecting you. Right, we also have the Neptune retrograde influences, old emotional wounds that are surfacing. And I mean, that energy is not to hurt you, but it comes up to be finally healed. But you're not stuck, all right? I'm hearing, feel the emotions, process them, and let them go. All right, hidden energy, we have the moon. Interesting, the moon under the hidden energy. All right. We also have the eclipse. Like the moon, the hidden energy, this is something that hasn't been yet revealed. There's some sort of important information that will still be unfolding over the next 2 weeks. Someone may not be telling you the full story, or perhaps you don't even realize how capable you actually are. Let's have a look what's happening underneath it. 6 of Wands. A Leo could be significant. Pisces, Cancer, Leo. But the 6 of Wands is also the energy underneath that promises recognition. Victory, success. I'm actually hearing here Spirit saying that you are closer to a breakthrough than maybe your fears have been allowing you to believe. Or self-doubt has been, fear, self-doubt, or similar emotions. Spirit's also saying here that sometimes the path feels uncertain right before everything becomes clear. So I'm hearing here, pay attention to your dreams, your intuition, and those quiet nudges over the next 2 weeks. Birds, messengers could be significant. Jupiter is currently in Leo. Right? Something is going to come to light that's going to bring in success. All right, this is the external energies. Wow. The Fool. All right. We have the Fool and the 3 of Wands. And we have the 6 of Cups. This is the external energies. I feel like somebody will be entering your life. The Fool, the 3 of Wands, the 6 of Cups. Someone from the past could be returning. The Fool is that fresh energy. All right. The 3 of Wands is talking about the expansion and the future planning. And if it's not someone from the past coming back, a past situation is coming back around. Could someone reconnect with you, an old friend, maybe a past love, someone that you worked with before, or someone that you've known for years suddenly reaches out? Or a past wish, all right? A wish from childhood or teenager, something from the past. There's a fresh beginning for the future. Maybe there could even be, this may even be simply someone new that could be entering your life who feels strangely familiar from the beginning, like a soulmate, like a past life soulmate kind of thing. Maybe even this could even be someone messages you out of nowhere, you bump into someone unexpectedly, a conversation that leads to an opportunity you never saw coming. What I'm hearing is stay open. 36 could be significant, or 63 could be significant. The number 9 could be significant. Why am I getting September? 9 is the 9th month of September. Whatever this is, I'm hearing stay open, all right? Not every person, also remember, is returning that is meant to stay forever. But maybe this is an old wish or a dream that comes true. So I'm hearing believe in miracles, all right? Maybe there could be a hidden lesson or something happening as well, if it's a person, a situation. But also remember, every meeting has something to teach you. All right, maybe you want to let us know in the comments, like, what is your intuition telling you about this? Or maybe you want to save this and come back and let me know. All right, let's have a look at advice from Spirit. 10 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Swords. Notifications could be very significant. A message really could be coming in from someone. 10 of Wands is the energy of putting something down that's heavy, all right? Something about you've been carrying responsibilities that is no longer yours or don't belong to you, or taking on too much. Maybe some of you have been emotionally carrying other people's problems. Maybe you've been supporting everyone financially supporting other people, or always fixing situations, always saying yes when you mean no. Page of Swords, he looks quite defensive here. I'm hearing, though, observe before reacting, gather information, ask questions. Asking questions is always important. Gather information. I'm hearing also don't assume. I'm hearing here, don't volunteer yourself for every battle. Other people's battles and problems and situations is not yours. I'm also hearing be strong. Being strong doesn't mean carry everything alone. All right, let's have a look at the outcome. We have the Queen of Wands. Confident energy. Your outcome is confident, passion, leadership. Queen of Swords. I'm getting this empowering energy. The fire and the air energy. Cats, animals could be significant. You see, remember I was talking about a wish. All right, look at those dandelions. From that Six of Cups. A past wish. There's a fresh start on a past wish in the future coming up. You're looking towards the horizon. The Queen of Swords is the boundaries, the truth. All right. Together, the two queens. All right. Whether you're male or female, doesn't matter. It's the energy of you becoming powerful and discerning. What is the underlining energy here? The Magician reverse Gemini energy. I'm getting also the energy here that you're no longer saying yes because you're feeling guilty. You're no longer dimming your light to make other people comfortable. But yeah, let's talk about this Magician reversed. I don't see it as a negative ending. I see it as a warning. Don't underestimate yourself. All right. I'm hearing, don't give your power away by believing everyone else's opinion over your own. Be mindful of anyone who overpromises, manipulates, or tries to convince you that you need them to succeed. Maybe there might be someone that might try to influence your decisions, or talk you out of your dreams, or make you question your abilities. So Spirit's making me smile and saying thank them, and then trust yourself anyway. Because by the end of the next 2 weeks, all right, I'm hearing you stepping into someone exactly knows who they are, all right? Wisdom, like magnetic, right? This is power energy. Well, Libra, Scorpios as well, okay? Over the next 2 weeks are about transformation. It is about confidence. It's trusting what is leaving your life and creating something, a space for something else. For a wish, a previous wish, a past wish, something that you wanted to happen. Maybe it's about traveling or moving. I'm hearing your miracle isn't just coming, it's asking you to believe you are worthy of receiving it. Make that wish. If you come across the dandelion, make a wish. If you come across a bee, make a wish. Just make a wish anyway, because you can. You don't need anything to make a wish. You can set the intention. Hey, if you want a personal reading, details are below in the description box, especially if you want to dive into your own unique situation. The details are in the description box, right? Until next time, just trust your intuition, right? Believe in your magic, and remember, sometimes the greatest transformation begins the moment that you stop waiting for permission to finally choose yourself. I'll check you around the next one. I'm sending you love and light. Scorpio, Sagittarius, Cusp. If you've been waiting for a sign from the universe, I'm hearing this is it. Spirit says that there's a wish that you've carried in your heart for a long time that could finally begin unfolding over the next 14 days. But I'm hearing first you'll need to make one powerful choice, I'm hearing. Beautiful souls, welcome in. My beautiful Scorpio, Sagittarius, Cusp family, welcome in. Whether you are returning or you're new, hi, Amanda, welcome in. So, always just remember though, this is a general reading, all right? Take what resonates and leave the rest, all right? If you are here today, Spirit doesn't have a message for you here for you. I have to say, I feel hopeful energy here with this miracles coming through. Maybe even though there may be a few challenges here and there, all right? I'm hearing also you've earned what is coming next. All right, let's dive into your overall energy. All right, for the next 2 weeks, we have a godness. Honor your divine feminine energy. See your beauty, see your inner beauty. Love every part of you. And we have number 5 from the Star Dragon Oracle, Miracle, making a difference. Number 5. There might be changes happening around right now, right? Especially with the eclipse season that's happening. All right, astrologically, a lot of changes happening, endings and new beginnings. The color pink and purples could be very significant for you. All right, flowers, butterflies. All right, look at that. That lamp there. It's like the lamp from the Hermit card. All right, inner wisdom. My beautiful souls, my Scorpio Sagittarius is the first thing I'm hearing here, that Spirit also wants you to remember that your energy is powerful. Whether you're female or male, it doesn't matter. Like the Goddess energy card that's coming out isn't really about a gender, all right? It's the energy about reconnecting with like your intuition, your creativity, your compassion, also your self-worth. Some of you may have spent a lot of time taking care of everyone else that maybe you've forgotten to pour back into yourself. What Spirit is saying here is stop looking for your value through other people's approval. Your value has always been within you. This miracle card here from the Star Dragon, I actually love this combination here with the two cards coming out. The reason why I'm saying is miracles don't just happen to other people, they happen to you also. But Spirit's asking you to participate. And by that I mean is set your intentions, pray, visualize, take that first step, ask for help. Maybe you guys have been seeing the angel number like 555 maybe, or just noticing the number 5 everywhere. That could be confirmation for someone right now watching, or maybe it's a number that you will be seeing over the next 2 weeks. May could have been significant as well, the month May. All right. Maybe you did set the intentions and took the first step in May. All right. Now it's just about waiting and setting the intentions, visualizing and believing that it's going to come true. Maybe this is something to do with your 5th house in your birth chart. Maybe it's a life path number. Maybe the 5th of September will be significant, or maybe the 5th of August this month was significant. I'm hearing some of you have been praying for a new job. Some of you, this is a new home, a healing within a relationship, a move, traveling, financial financial treatment? I don't know, okay, whatever, right? Something about treatment and financial, but I meant to say financial freedom. Maybe this is just something about receiving peace after a difficult season. Whatever this is for you, all right, I'm hearing don't stop believing just because it hasn't happened yet. I mean, we do have the Leo solar eclipse, right? Bold new beginnings, maybe setting new intentions, planting new seeds, all right? Mercury retrograde, not Mercury retrograde, Mercury retrograde could have been very significant in Cancer, all right? Mercury is going into Cancer, not Mercury, Mars is going into Cancer. But what I actually also want to say is Mercury will be conjuncting Jupiter, all right, which is the energy of expansion, the energy to expand your vision, and then it helps you think bigger than before. I'm hearing, even with the 8-8 portal, all right, I'm recording this 2 days for you guys before the 8-8 portal. We are in the portal time period. And even when you get this, all right, for the next 2 weeks, we're still in that portal period, right? Because the eclipses are also portals. It's like a whole new portal that's happening. And I'm hearing this time period is a powerful manifestation window that is happening right now. Okay, let's dive deeper and see what is shifting. Thank you for liking the video, leaving comments, sharing your thoughts. All right. Okay, what is shifting, Spirit? Queen of Wands, confidence. All right. Confidence is shifting. 2 of Cups, underlining this. You know, the Queen of Wands, right, is the energy of someone that doesn't ask for permission. It's somebody that knows who they are. They know what they bring. Now, the 2 of Cups underneath, it feels like something about a relationship that's changing. I'm hearing during this period, some relationships will become stronger and other relationships fall away because you've outgrown them. You may finally have the confidence maybe to ask someone out, or maybe you might finally admit how you feel about them. Or perhaps maybe you step into a leadership role at work. Or maybe you start sharing your gifts online, your creative gifts. Whatever this is for you that is shifting, all right, is I'm hearing the Spirit say, you are becoming magnetic because you are becoming authentic. Okay, let's have a look at the opportunity. Six of Cups. Every time I see this Six of Cups, I look at these dandelions that stand out. It's like the energy of an old wish that you are remembering, or an old wish that is remembering you. Maybe think about that, right? An old wish that is remembering you. Sometimes we make a wish years ago from, let's say, when you were a kid, child, and then life happens, we get busy, we almost forget about it. But the universe never forgets. All right? The Six of Cups also speaks about joy, meaningful connections, blessings from the past, emotional healing. Maybe there's going to be an old dream that really does come back, or somebody that reconnects with you. A business opportunity you thought had disappeared returns. Maybe you're going to visit a place that will inspire you all over again. Maybe there's going to be some sort of thing about a childhood passion that becomes the very thing that creates your future. Whatever this is for you, I'm hearing, don't ignore what keeps calling your heart. Okay? Let's have a look at the challenge or the lesson. The Lovers, choices. I'm hearing choices. The challenge is a choice. A choice about what truly aligns with your soul. A choice between two jobs, a choice on a relationship, whether to leave the relationship, go with the relationship, right? Two places to live, or perhaps it's a choice between your old self and your future self. Maybe some of you, staying where you are feels comfortable, but your heart is keep pulling you towards something bigger. Double sixes, all right? Double sixes could be significant. The eclipse energy, if you've been feeling stuck regarding a choice, this eclipse is not going to allow you to stay stuck forever. And Spirit's saying every yes you give to your future requires a no to something that you have outgrown. All right? This is the hidden energy, the Four of Cups, very fascinating, like, right? Spirit is saying maybe you've been too focused on an outcome that you haven't noticed the other blessings that is quietly waiting beside you. I'm hearing this isn't about rejection. I'm hearing redirection. There's something about redirection that is happening. That you don't get the interview, you don't get the interview you wanted, all right? And then a week later, a much better opportunity appears. Or somebody texts you back. And then, or maybe an email, or then someone who truly values you walks into your life. Whatever this is, the universe is not saying it's no. It's just that this may simply be saying something, I have something better for you. Neptune is creating a little bit of confusion right now around things, all right? So I'm hearing, don't also assume any closed doors are permanent. All right, let's dive further in and have a look at what is the external energies. We have the Devil. Interesting. Capricorn energy could be significant. Let's get another one here. Six of Swords, Capricorn, Aquarius. Maybe someone around you is trying to leave behind some sort of unhealthy patterns. This could be you or someone close to you. Because the Devil does represent the energy of fear, addiction, control, toxic environments, negative thinking. But the Six of Swords says that healing is happening. movement is happening. Someone is choosing peace. Maybe there's a family member that finally leaves a toxic relationship, a friend that starts healing after some sort of burnout, somebody that's walking away from unhealthy habits. Or maybe this is your own journey, all right? Leaving a workplace that has been draining your soul. Maybe it's you walking away from people who bring drama. I'm hearing whatever this is, some situation that you are leaving isn't weakness. Sometimes it's actually wisdom. Right? And advice from Spirit here. Flies could be significant for some of you. This flies are flying around here. There's like 2 here bugging us. Double fours could be significant for some of you. Your foundation. Your advice from Spirit here with the 4 of wheels here, the 4 of pentacles. It isn't about becoming closed off. I'm hearing protecting what matters, protecting your peace, protecting your finance, protecting your time, protecting your energy. I'm hearing don't lend money you cannot afford to lose. Don't overcommit your schedule. I'm also hearing don't explain yourself to people who have already decided not to understand you. Right? Venus is moving through Libra. Balance will become incredibly important. All right? 2 is also about balance. Balancing your foundation. Boundaries. Healthy boundaries. Spirit's saying healthy boundaries don't push away the right people. They actually reveal who truly respects you. I'm getting the number 6 again for someone. Okay, the best outcome. The Emperor. There's that 4 again. Emperor's the number 4, right? The 8. The Emperor builds empires. The Emperor creates structure, stability, leadership, long-term success. Right? So let's clarify this. Yes, 10 of wheels. Right? Moving towards that new cycle, that new completion. Ten of Wheels is the strongest card of abundance. Financial security, financial blessings, long-term commitment, generational wealth, building something that lasts. Maybe you are receiving something like a promotion, or maybe you'll be buying a home, or growing your business, or maybe you'll be strengthening your marriage. Fire energy, very strong here, right? Queen of Wands, Emperor. Maybe some of you receive financial stability after months of uncertainty. The number 14 could be significant, like alchemy, balance, temperance, patience. You've needed patience to reach where you're going. Maybe you're going to reach just a place where you finally feel safe. This is like, this whole reading, the outcome is like somebody who has stopped surviving and they start building. So what Spirit is saying, there is that choice that you're going to make over the next 2 weeks aren't just affecting today. This choice will be helping you create the life that you'll be living for the years still to come. I'm hearing the next 10 years. Scorpio Sag, your message is simple but very powerful here for the next 2 weeks is believe that miracles are possible, but also don't wait for them. I'm hearing partner with the universe. All right. Set your intentions. Take that first step. Trust your intuition. Keep moving forward. Maybe you want to share with us, like in the comments, like what miracle are you calling into your life right now? Beautiful souls. If you would like to dive deeper into your situation, personal readings are open for clarity. All right. Until next time, trust your journey, believe in your magic, and remember the universe can only place blessings into hands that are willing to receive them. Your next chapter is waiting. I'm hearing walk towards it with confidence. I'm sending you love and light, and I'll check you in the next one. Sagittarius, Capricorn, Cuspers. I'm hearing don't click away. Spirit says the battle that you've been fighting is almost over. But there's one decision I'm hearing over the next 14 days that could completely change your future. Stay until the end, beautiful soul, because I'm hearing your final cards will reveal a beautiful turning point. The next 14 days between the 10th of August and the 24th of August. Welcome in, beautiful Sag, Capricorn, Cusp family. Welcome back in if you're returning, if you're new. Hi, Amanda. If this message found you today, I don't believe it's by accident. But we'll always remember these are general readings, so take what resonates, leave the rest, all right? I am picking up the energy here of determined energy, very determined energy. Energy that you've survived every challenge that tried to break you, and now it's time to build something stronger. Just look at your overall energy here. Strength, partnership, all right, that is from the Oracle of Unicorns. And then from the Star Dragons, we have number 13, right? That death and rebirth energy, Scorpio energy, right? Challenge, standing up for your rights, all right? Very interesting. Actually yesterday I did a, before recording this, I did a pick a card, all right? One of the cards was strength. Perhaps there's messages there. Perhaps you did watch that already. All right. Maybe that message resonated with you. It doesn't have to be. Okay. But strength is coming through again. Strength says that on the card there, it says, this challenge will make you stronger. You will get through to the other side. Look for the gift in the situation. Now, partnerships, it says teamwork will give you better results. Find trustworthy people to partner with. Build up a talented support team. Sag Capricorns, Sag Caps. Challenge, standing up for your rights. This feels like one of those moments where life asks, do you finally know your worth? Spirit's definitely not bringing forth the energy of someone who's weak. Spirit is actually showing me someone might be a little bit tired. I'm getting the warrior energy, all right? You've been carrying responsibilities, solving problems, pushing through obstacles for so long that you've almost forgotten how strong you have actually become. Right? Dragons, if you're looking at this card, right? This is that warrior energy, that you are a warrior. All right? And I'm getting the positive energy off that. Okay, you're not someone who looks for conflict, but you're someone who no longer runs away from it. The 13th of August could be significant. The number 4 could be significant. Maybe the 13th is an important event, a date, but transformation is happening. 13th, that definitely rebirth, transformation. There's something about an ending of a cycle so another can begin. Partnerships, right? I'm hearing that your breakthrough isn't meant to happen alone. Maybe some of you might finally find the right business partnership, a supportive manager, a mentor, a lawyer, a trusted friend. This could also be something about romance, okay, a romantic partner who genuinely has your back. Maybe some of you have been trying to carry everything alone all by yourself. All right, but Spirit's saying here, stop believing that you have to prove your strength by struggling alone. Right, we have that solar eclipse encouraging bold action. Mercury conjunct Neptune. Mercury conjunct Jupiter, which does help conversations open up doors that once seemed locked. Maybe that Neptune energy has brought on a bit of illusions. Neptune energy could be significant for some of you. But I'm hearing here, sometimes your miracle begins with one conversation. Right, Fall's also about that foundation. Okay, so we're going to dive in deeper and we're going to see what is shifting over the next 2 weeks. All right, color black, purple, blue, green, any of those colors could be significant. Horses, dragons, fantasy, novels or movies could be very significant. What is shifting, Spirit? 7 of Wands. The number 7 could be significant for some of you. This is actually a powerful confirmation that you've been defending yourself for a long time, and that is what's shifting. Like you've been defending your ideas, your dreams, your choices, maybe even your peace. Seven of Wands is getting off the energy that you're learning which battles are truly worth your energy. Let's have a look at the underlining energy. We have strength, all right, strong Leo energy coming through, all right. Strength is underneath energy, underneath it. It says that you becoming emotionally stronger, not harder. Maybe you are finally saying no to family members who constantly expect too much. Maybe you're standing up to a difficult boss or situation, or finally setting some sort of boundaries with someone who always takes more than they give. All right, I'm getting here that Spirit is saying confidence isn't loud. Sometimes confidence is simply saying, no, that doesn't work for me anymore. I had to pause for a moment. This fly is irritating me. Someone's really been rubbing you, I'm hearing, up the wrong way. Strength, defending your position. Strength is very significant for you, right? Let's have a look at the opportunity. The Wheel of Fortune. I'm hearing timing. The wheel's moving. Life isn't staying the same. Opportunities are beginning to turn in your favor. Something about a job you're waiting to hear from, a call, about a sudden call, waiting for a sudden call. You've been waiting for a call, email, maybe something about money arrives unexpectedly. Something about something was delayed that finally moves forward. A project maybe. Maybe someone important notices your hard work. Or simply maybe you feel like life will just start flowing again, all right? Instead of fighting every step of the way. Yeah, this Leo energy I'm hearing is bringing some really fated opportunities, especially if you are willing to step outside of your comfort zone. I almost said you stepping aside. That could be significant, but it's more about stepping outside of your comfort zone. Spirit says, like, when an opportunity knocks, don't answer with fear, answer with faith. In the challenge, indecision, choice, Two of Swords. Because your biggest challenge isn't the lack of opportunities. It's about making a decision. If you do hear any noises, I do apologize. My daughter is preparing to make dinner. Some of you already know exactly what you need to do. Maybe you're afraid of what happens once you make that choice or what you choose. So what I'm hearing is something about, like, an example here is, do you stay in a secure job or do you chase your dream? Do you keep waiting for someone else to change, or do you move to another city, or do you finally start that business? You know, it's just making that choice, that decision. There's a decision that you need to make. Mercury opposing Pluto, also around the eclipse, can make conversations intense and decisions feel a little bit heavier than usual. What Spirit is saying is, not choosing is still a choice, and sometimes staying stuck creates more pain than moving forward. The hidden energy is the Page of Wheels. Now this is making me smile, because while you're worrying about the big picture, Spirit is actually placing quietly a new beginning in front of you. Alright, Page of Wheels can also represent learning, growth, opportunities, new income, a fresh chapter. Something about maybe a training course, a new qualification, a side hustle, an interview. Maybe there's going to be an interview coming up for some of you, or something to that effect. Someone offers maybe to teach you something valuable. Maybe there's something about a younger earth sign, like a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, who may just play an important role. So what Spirit is saying here is, don't overlook small beginnings. I'm hearing big success often starts with one small step. And the external energies, 5 of Cups. Someone around you is going to be carrying some sort of grief, regret, or disappointment. That could be a family member, a friend, a partner, or even a colleague. Someone here is not telling you actually how deeply they're struggling. Someone acts distant maybe. Someone seems frustrated or emotional. Someone keeps focusing on what went wrong instead of what is still possible. So Spirit is reminding you, have compassion. But also, don't carry someone else's emotional weight so heavily that you lose yourself. Alright, Spirit's advice is the Queen of Cups. I'm hearing, lead with wisdom, lead with compassion. Don't ignore your intuition. The Queen of Cups reminds you that your inner voice already knows the answer. Like, before making that big decision, alright, that you need to make, right? 2 of Swords can also be about your intuition. All right. I'm hearing, sit quietly, maybe journal, pray, meditate, whatever works with you. Maybe taking a walk near water, or just taking a walk in nature, or, you know, just taking time out to allow your intuition to become louder than your mind. Maybe even exercising, all right? Maybe doing something physical, like especially maybe if you're ADHD or something, right, where you cannot sit still and your mind becomes too loud, like maybe going for a yoga class or Tai Chi or exercise, doing something where your mind can slow down so your intuition can become a little bit louder. All right, your mind quiets down so your intuition becomes louder. So what Spirit is saying, you don't need more opinions from anyone else. You just need to trust your own heart. Okay, let's look at the final outcome, the best outcome for you for the end of this 2 weeks. Interesting, 9 of Swords. Why the 9 of Swords? I'm hearing we need to clarify this. This is something about stress, anxiety, sleepless nights, overthinking, wondering if it's going to work out. 6 of Cups. The Lovers. Double sixes. This is telling me that worry will begin to lift because healing arrives. Some of you will reconnect with someone that's important, healing some also sort of old wounds. Some of you might finally choose a path that aligns with your heart. Others of you, this could absolutely be about a relationship that becomes stronger after a conversation. Maybe you've spent some weeks worrying about a relationship that's ending, and then instead of one heartfelt conversation that brings you closer, you worry you will never find the right job, or then the perfect opportunity appears. Yeah. Maybe you've been worrying about finances, right? And then a new finance or a new income stream opens up. There's something that you're worrying about. But what Spirit's also saying is, most of the fears keeping you awake haven't happened yet. Many of them also never will. I'm hearing hope will return and alignment will return. Your ending isn't about this anxiety. I'm hearing that it's about choosing love over fear. Sag Capricorns, even here at the bottom we've got the Seven of Cups. Maybe you overthinking about choices for the future. I'm hearing over the next 2 weeks you are asking, over the next 2 weeks is asking you to stop doubting your own strength. All right, you already have survived a lot. Right, it's time to believe that you actually deserve the blessings that are trying to find you. All right, the wheel of fortune is here. The wheel is turning. All right, the universe is opening that doors. Opening doors has been coming up a lot for the collective. That doors will be opening. Some doors will be closing and some doors will be opening. But there is doors to abundance that will be opening. And I'm hearing your only job right now is to have the courage to walk through those new doors. Maybe you want to share with us, like, what decision have you been putting off? And what would you choose if fear wasn't part of the equation? Hey, if you do want to do a personal reading to dive deeper in, let me know. Details are below in the description box. Until next time, trust your journey, trust your intuition. Remember, sometimes the strongest warriors aren't the ones who never feel fear. They are the ones who keep moving forward despite that fear, despite that worry. I'm hearing your next chapter is already waiting for you. This is the end. This worry, this stress is coming to an end. I'm sending you love and light, and I'll check you in the next one. Capricorn, Sagittarius, beautiful souls. I'm hearing if you've been waiting for the right time to move forward, Spirit is saying this is it. One chapter is ending and another chapter is beginning. Let's dive in. I'm hearing there is a turning point that's just been waiting for you. Welcome in, my beautiful souls. Those of you that are returning, welcome back. Those of you that is new, hi, Amanda. If there's reading found you today, I truly believe there's a message here that you need to hear today. Always remember these are general readings, so take what resonates, leave the rest, right? If you would like a personal reading though, details are below in the description box. The energy surrounding this reading actually feels exciting. It's like you're standing at the edge of a brand new chapter. There's momentum, right? There's movement here. Spirit's also saying here, they're reminding you that something about you can't carry your old life into your new one. Right? Your oracles here, from the Oracle of the Unicorn, we have action. Now is the perfect time to act. Take inspired action. Move forward with confidence. And here we have enlightenment, moving forward. A lot of movement, right? Number 23 could be significant for some of you. Maybe the 23rd of August would be significant. It also breaks down to 5. Change is happening, all right? Like, Spirit couldn't make the message more clearer here by saying, stop waiting. Stop waiting for everything to feel perfect. Stop waiting until you feel completely fearless. Stop waiting until you know every single step. Because here, with enlightenment moving forward, I'm hearing that the journey begins with one step, and then another, and then another, and then another. I actually feel that some of you have been standing at the starting line for quite some time now. You've been planning, thinking, researching, questioning yourself. And now the universe is saying it's time to move. Maybe some of you have been thinking about starting your own business, changing something within a business, applying for promotion, moving to another town, maybe starting a YouTube channel, going back to school, buying a car, leaving a relationship that no longer feels aligned. There's something here, all right? If I didn't bring it up, the example, it's something that you know your intuition is telling you to take action on. It just could be something about saying yes to an opportunity that maybe you've talked yourself out of many times before. Spirit is saying the action creates clarity. Waiting creates more questions. All right? Eclipses don't just bring up those emotions and those endings. All right? They launch us towards new timelines. Mercury conjunct Jupiter, right? It brings up that exciting conversations, opportunities, and fresh ideas. So let's dive further and see what is shifting. If you hear any noise in the background, I do apologize. My daughter is busy making dinner. We have the Four of Wands here. This is what's shifting. Reaching a milestone, I'm hearing. Celebration after hard work. Something that you've been building is finally becoming real, all right? And the underlining energy, Three of Wands, expansion, movement. The Three of Wands underneath is telling me that you have been looking towards the future for a long time. You're now beginning to see it. You're completing a course, receiving approval on paperwork, moving into a new home, celebrating an engagement, reaching a financial goal, completing a task that you've been wanting to do to make some changes, or whatever this is, all right? Maybe you will just be finally feeling stable after months of some sort of uncertainty because you took the action and made the movement. But what I'm hearing is the shift is celebrate how far you've come instead of only focusing on how far you still have to go. 3, 4, 5, it's like steps. Opportunity, Ace of Wands. Pure inspiration is coming out. A spark, a new beginning, a passionate idea that has the real potential. The Ace of Wands is not the energy that whispers, right? It arrives with passion and excitement. Something about a creative project that suddenly takes off. Maybe maybe it's a creative project that you've been thinking about needing to take action on. A new job opportunity appears. A new opportunity appears. Someone inspires you just to dream bigger. Maybe you're going to feel confident enough to launch something that you've been keeping to yourself. For some of you, this might be about romance that arrives with someone who brings some sort of excitement back into your life. Whatever this is for you, this new beginning, this new passionate, exciting opportunity that's coming in, say yes to the things that light up your soul, that lights your soul on fire. Don't let fear convince you that you are not ready. So what's your challenge or your lesson? 6 of Wheels. Balance. All right. Who gives? Who takes? Some of you have been giving more than you have been receiving. Your time, your love, your energy, your finances. You're always the person helping everyone else. You're the one staying late at work or fixing the family problems or the business problems or lending money or the one carrying everyone else's emotional weight, but who pours back into you. right? Saturn retrograde happening right now, number 4, all right, of what's shifting, the foundation. Encouraging you to review responsibilities. Most it's about the collective, review our responsibilities. I'm hearing that you're learning that generosity doesn't mean self-sacrifice. You're learning healthy giving has balance. Right. Hidden energy. The world. Something is coming to a completion. This is hidden. This tells me something huge is completing behind the scenes. Even if you don't fully see it yet, the world is one of those completion, strong completion cards in the tarot, right? 3 women, 3 generations could be significant. 1 chapter closes and another bigger one begins. Maybe something about, some of you could even be finally finishing paying off some sort of debt, graduating, completing a healing journey, or ending some sort of long legal matter. Maybe you're going to finish a difficult life lesson. Or simply this is going to be someone completely different from the person you always were. Yeah, maybe you become someone different than you were previously. Like, right? So I'm hearing, don't mourn. Don't mourn the ending. Celebrate the person that you've become because of it. The external energies. 5 of Swords. Be mindful of unnecessary conflict, alright? There may be someone around you that wants to prove they're right. Not because they are right, but because they need to win. Could be family, a family member, a co-worker, a friend, an ex-partner. Maybe it's somebody online. Someone here tries to pull you into gossip. Maybe it's going to be an argument that starts something of a small, something about a misunderstanding that grows bigger because nobody wants to back down. Whatever this is here, 5 is about change. Sometimes the strongest move is walking away. Not every battle deserves your energy, right? Mercury will be opposing Pluto around the eclipse season. Conversations can become very intense very quickly. Protect your peace, I'm hearing. Advice from Spirit, 9 of Wands. Don't quit. I'm hearing advice from Spirit is don't quit now, whatever it is. Even if you're feeling tired, all right? Some of you have been questioning yourself. There is going to be moments when you wonder if all the effort was worth it. But Spirit's saying you, this is a 9. This is saying you're much closer than you think. Resilience, all right? This is like it's the warrior who's bruised but still standing, all right? Something maybe, some of you, it's about your business that hasn't grown as quickly as you hoped, or maybe job hunting has been exhausting, or maybe you've been healing from some sort of heartbreak, or working towards some sort of financial goal that has been taking forever. Whatever this is for you, don't back down, don't stop, keep moving forward, all right? Don't stop 5 minutes before the breakthrough arrives, I'm hearing. September could be a significant month for you. And there's another 9, all right? September, I'm getting the September energy for a lot of the collective here. 9 of Pentacles is the outcome. Independence. All right, we're going to clarify this. 9, 10. It's like I'm getting a lot of completion, all right? And new beginning energy right throughout this whole reading. We got the world. That is the energy that's really coming through here. Now, at first glance, a lot of you are going to wonder here why the 10 of Wands as the outcome. This is something beautiful because this here, the 9 of Wands, is your independence, your confidence, your financial stability, knowing your worth, enjoying the life that you've worked hard to build. And the 10 of Wands is not because you're failing, it's because you're putting down things that are too heavy, the load, anything that's too heavy, you're putting down. That is an ending, all right? A completion before a brand new beginning. 9, 10. Finishing a demanding project, finally paying off debt, completing a difficult chapter at work, leaving behind a draining relationship, moving house after months of preparation, or close one business chapter to begin another, right, that is more aligned. 10 of Wands says you won't always carry the burden, all right? This is you dropping the burden, carrying it a little longer because you're almost at the finish line kind of energy as well, or sharing your burdens. Remember, after every 10, there's an ace, all right? The opportunity, the ace of Wands, the 10 of Wands. This is Spirit confirming that a brand new beginning is waiting on the other side of everything that you have been carrying and working towards. Capricorn, Aquarius, Cuspers, the universe is saying, go. The universe is standing behind you with its hands on your shoulders and saying, go. You've prepared long enough, you've learned long enough, you've healed more than you realize. It's now time to trust yourself. The next 2 weeks aren't about movement, it's about progress, about milestones. And finally believing that the life that you've been working towards is no longer just a dream, it's becoming your reality. Maybe you want to share with us, like, what dream have you really been, what dream are you ready to stop postponing? Or to put on hold? What are you not going to put on hold any longer? But if you want to dive into your personal story, personal readings are below in the description box. All right. Until next time, trust your path, trust the timing. And remember, that door that you've been praying for may already be opening. Your job now is to have the courage to walk through it. It's like I want to say more. It's like there's more coming. Just walk through that door, beautiful soul. I'm sending you love and light, and I'll check you in the next one. Aquarius, Pisces, Cusp, Spirit is saying that you've searched the end. Why am I saying searched? I meant to say reached the end of one chapter. Perhaps you've been searching for the end of one chapter, but it could be searching, but I'm hearing you coming to an end. There's a chapter coming to an end. But I'm also hearing don't rush into the next one just yet. I'm hearing something about someone important or a powerful opportunity or a life-changing decision is about to appear over the next 14 days. So beautiful souls, stay until the end so we can see what the final cards are going to reveal. Where is this all leading? Right, we're diving into the next 14 days. My Aquarius, Pisces, Cuspers. Welcome back, beautiful souls. Those of you that are returning and those that are new, hi, Amanda. And thank you to all of you that have been supporting this channel, hitting that like button, subscribing, Just always remember, though, with these readings, take what resonates, all right? They are general readings, and leave what doesn't resonate, all right? The energy around this reading does feel incredibly different. It doesn't feel like you starting from nothing. I'm getting the energy, something about like you've climbed a mountain and you've reached the top. You've taken a deep breath. I'm hearing take a deep breath, all right? If you feel called to, all right? Only do what resonates with you. And now, like what I'm hearing, Spirit here is asking you to look around you before choosing the next mountain to climb, all right? If we're looking at your first two oracles here for the overall energy, we have friendship. It says here, seek out your soul family, surround yourself with positive people, spend more time socializing. And here from the star oracle, we have a communication, all right, completion and renewal, 27. It makes a 9. There's a completion energy here, all right. This feels like the end of a very important chapter, because the energy I'm getting here from the dragon is it's saying it's done. So I'm hearing take a moment to let those words sink in, all right? Whatever you've been fighting through, healing from, working towards, Spirit saying you've earned a moment to breathe. And it isn't laziness, it's restoration, all right? And the number 9, Spirit wants to emphasize that it could be a life path number, number that's also within your house. But overall, I'm getting the completion energy. But even with the friendship card here, it's beautiful because Spirit is showing me that you're not meant to walk into the next chapter alone. Some of you may reconnect with an old friend, or meet new people, or connect with a new friend, join communities, meet people through work, or something about finding your soul tribe. Squirrels could be significant, all right? Maybe some of you will simply realize over the next 2 weeks that you've outgrown certain friendships while making space for healthier, more supportive connections. Maybe some of you have felt lonely lately, not because you're alone, but because maybe you're surrounded by people who don't truly understand you. Spirit is saying that your people are finding their way to you. Right, we're having that Leo solar eclipse on the 12th. It is shining a light on relationships and the people that you choose, and the people that you choose to walk beside. Mercury conjunct Jupiter, that also brings meaningful conversations and new opportunities and connections that can have a lasting impact. The color orange and blue and yellows could really be significant for some of you. All right. What is shifting, beautiful soul? Thank you for hitting that like button. I really appreciate it. So, Queen of Cups, all right, that's your Pisces energy coming through. Oh, wow, even the Page of Cups. Strong Pisces, water energy coming out. This is what's shifting. You are, my Pisces, Aquarius, Cusp, are becoming emotionally stronger. Not because life has become easier, all right, but because you've maybe learned how to respond differently. All right, the Queen of Cups from this deck, the Golden Wheel, it often does, it talks about someone deeply that is connected to their intuition, their compassion, and their inner wisdom. But that is overall general meaning of the card, right? The Queen of Cups. Page of Cups, underneath everything, that tells me there is an emotional fresh chapter that is beginning. All right? Maybe somebody might apologize to you, or it could be a relationship begins to heal, or a creative idea starts growing. Maybe you're going to receive some sort of heartfelt news, or perhaps you finally might find yourself responding calmly to a situation that would have maybe upset you a few months ago. The Spirit is bringing up the energy definitely that something about your emotional maturity is becoming one of your greatest strengths. A younger sign, water sign, or somebody that's got strong water placements could be significant as well. All right, so this is the greatest opportunity, the devil. I feel like we need to clarify that, okay? Let's not panic while the devil's coming up in your opportunity. 5 of Wands. What's at the bottom of the deck? All right. It doesn't necessarily have to be negative, this, right? The opportunity with the devil, the 5 of Wands, 9 of Wheels. I actually feel like there's this energy of breaking free from something that has been controlling you. 5 of Wands is the energy that tells me you've been fighting for something. Okay? There could be a bit of fear happening regarding some sort of new opportunity, self-doubt, competition, old habits, negative thinking, people, or maybe even people who constantly challenge your confidence. But there is the opportunity, underlying opportunity that is coming in is freedom, independence, confidence, financial stability. Spirit is saying your opportunity is that you finally stop letting fear decide what you're capable of. Perhaps you leave that job that drains you and you start something better, or you stop comparing yourself to everyone else, or you finally launch a business that has that you've been talking about for months or thinking months about, breaking free from an unhealthy relationship. Maybe you overcome some sort of addiction, or maybe it's just a limiting belief. This Leo solar eclipse is very powerful, right? And I'm hearing there's a question that's coming through here. What would your life look like if fear no longer had the final say? That is your opportunity. All right. What is the challenge or the lesson here? Queen of Wands. I don't hear it's a lack of ability. I think the challenge is about believing yourself, all right? Because here's the opportunity is overcoming something, all right? And then here, with the challenge and the lesson is you to believe in yourself, believing in yourself consistently. Because the Queen of Wands is somebody that is magnetic, creative, confident. It's somebody that walks in the room and they own their energy, all right? And I feel many of the Aquarius, Pisces, Cups don't always see themselves the way others see them. Maybe you get offered a leadership at work, but wonder if you're ready, or maybe someone compliments your talents and you brush it off. Or maybe you hesitate to post your artwork or start your business, to speak your truth because you're worried what other people might think. Spirit saying confidence grows through the actions, not the waiting, or not waiting to feel the energy of fearlessness. There is an opportunity here for you to overcome it and then step into the Queen of Wands energy of magnetic, confident. All right, what is the hidden energy? King of Swords. Almost said Queen of Swords. You know, this here is about learning to trust. Your mind is becoming crystal clear. I mean, the King of Swords is the energy of wisdom, logic, truth, honest communication. There might be someone surrounding you, an air sign, all right, a Gemini, Libra, all right. This could be you as well, Aquarius energy, all right. This is somebody that is in authority, such as a manager, a lawyer, a mentor, advisor, somebody who gives clear guidance. Maybe there will be a manager that finally gives you the answer you've been waiting for, a contract that gets approved, someone who gives honest advice that changes your perspective. Or maybe you suddenly see a situation for what it really is instead of what you hoped it would become. You know, Mercury is powerful aspects, right? In the next 2 weeks during this period is encouraging important conversation, honest conversations. But they also ask you to separate the facts from the fears. I'm hearing clarity will be coming. Your clarity is coming. All right. Let's have a look at the external energies. All right. 10 of Cups. Family, community, support, celebration. This is like, I'm getting the energy of something about like people gathering together. All right. There may be a family celebration coming in, a birthday, a reunion, an engagement, a housewarming, a wedding invitation, or maybe this is just going to be you spending quality time with people who genuinely make you feel at home. Then for others of you, this could even be someone around you creating the emotional stability that you crave or that you need. Maybe it's a loving partner, a supportive friend, a parent, a close friend. So what Spirit is saying, I mean, friendship is there, all right? So I'm hearing that don't isolate yourself during the next 2 weeks. I'm hearing some of the greatest healing is going to happen through connection, through friendship, through your soul family, through your soul tribe. Okay, what is the advice from Spirit here? It's the 6 of Wheels. Balance. I'm hearing This is going to be all about balance, like the giving and receiving, the trust and accepting help. You know, some of the Aquarius Pisces cups are really incredible at helping someone else out. But when someone offers it to you, perhaps, or offers help to you, you politely refuse. Spirit is smiling and saying like, but hey, it's your turn to receive. Maybe someone's going to offer you advice, financial support, a business opportunity, a recommendation, a place to stay, a helping hand. I'm hearing whatever this is, don't let pride block a blessing. You know, the universe often answers our prayers through other people. Okay, so let's dive in and get the best outcome for this collective of my Aquarius Pisces cups. Here's the Emperor. I'm getting grounding energy, structure, leadership, but let's clarify this. All right, this is the outcome. We want more information, right? Okay, so we do have strong fire energy coming through. The Emperor, right? Aries energy, all right? And we have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wheels, sorry. I always see that W and I think of the Wands. Queen of Wheels, all right? Earth energy, more earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy, all right? I'm hearing something about the outcome is building something lasting. The Four of Wheels, I'm hearing something about you are creating that stability, all right? You're creating that foundation, all right? Protecting the things that matter, learning to value your time, your energy, your resources. Queen of Wheels, right? This is someone who has built a beautiful life through the patience, the wisdom, and the consistency. For some of you, this Queen of Wheels could be you stepping fully into your power, into authority, into a leader. For others, this could represent an earth sign, all right, an older earth sign I'm hearing, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, who is going to play an important role in your journey. You may receive a promotion or start saving for the future. Your business becomes more stable. You buy something important for your home, something about also creating healthier routines, or maybe your relationship becomes more secure and grounded, your relationship. The Spirit is coming through with a sentence here that you're not chasing success anymore. You're building the life that lasts. This is especially powerful for that completion energy, all right? The opening cards, completion and renewal. You've completed one chapter and now you're building something much stronger. Yeah, double fours is like coming through here, the foundation. Aquarius, Pisces, Cusp, I'm hearing the next 2 weeks aren't about proving yourself to anyone. It's more about trusting yourself. Spirit says you've already done the hard part, right? You've survived, you've learned, you've grown. I'm hearing it's now time to receive the rewards of everything that you've been working towards. Maybe you want to share with us in the comments, like, what chapter are you finally ready to close, or what new beginning are you most excited to step into? And again, thank you for liking the video, leaving your comments, and being subscribers here. And hey, if you do want to dive into your own personal story, get confirmation on your unique situation, right? The details are below in the description box for personal readings. And then until next time, trust your intuition, trust divine timing, and remember, sometimes, the greatest blessing isn't the door that's open. It's actually realizing you finally became the person who is ready to walk through that door. So beautiful souls, I'm sending you love and light, and I'll check you around in the next one.